What's up, guys? Welcome back to Field Series Review. Today we're going to look at where you should start with Sitka Gear. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at where do I start with Sitka Gear. Now before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. Really helps us out here at the channel to kind of keep things moving along. So what we're going to look at is where do I start with Sitka Gear? Now this video can be named several different things. Where do I start with Sitka Gear? Integrating Sitka Gear with my old camo. I only want one piece of Sitka Gear. It's all going to fall into the person that is just going to the website or just opening up a catalog, and it's very overwhelming. And what does it all mean, and how can I start using Sitka Gear without having to throw all my old camo out? So that's what we're going to look at real quick. So first we have to understand what Sitka Gear is and what a system is. So just to break it down really brief for you, Sitka Gear is high quality, well made, designed to be worn together, but there's not some magical fairy dust sprinkled over it to make it completely obsolete to everything else out on the camo market. You know, you have the guys that say, well, I kill all these deer and I'm not wearing Sitka Gear. You know, it can't be worth the money. Well, that's fine. I killed a ton of deer not wearing Sitka Gear. So a lot of people will continue to kill deer, turkey, bear, elk, mule deer without wearing Sitka. So why wear Sitka? What makes it special? And it's all about the systems. So what a system is, and we're going to break it down really, really quick. It is a next to skin piece. It is an insulative piece. It's a mid layer, and then it's a shell. It's usually those four pieces, give or take some depending on the temperature, but that's for most of your cold temperatures down into the 30s, 40s, down to 20s, into the teens. You're usually going to have those four particular layers of the sandwich, so to speak. So where do you start? I want to use my old camo, my old hunting gear. I don't want to have to spend $2,000 on a system. So this is where I would start. I would start with these two pieces for your top. I would start with a next to skin piece, and I would start with a shell. So for the next to skin piece, you're going to want to go with the Core Lightweight. Want something from that series. When I started using the Core Lightweight as my next to skin piece, no matter how cold it was, 40 degrees and below, always went with a Core Lightweight, either the crew or the hoodie next to skin, and then layered on top of it. It was a game changer. So what that does, that Core Lightweight, is going to wick away all the moisture. So the moisture is not going to get through that Core Lightweight and then get into your insulation. So it does a really, really good job of keeping the sweat closer to your body and wicking it away without it getting into your insulation and making you cold. So let's just, so to speak, that you don't have any Sitka Gear and you purchase a Core Lightweight crew. Okay, you're going deer hunting, it's in the 30s. I would suggest going the Core Lightweight next to skin, and then on top of that, you can put your Under Armour cold gear. You can put your long johns, your thermal from Walmart. It's really doesn't matter. Okay, that next to skin piece is going to keep the moisture from getting into your Under Armour, from getting into your long johns, and keep it from getting damp, and allow it to keep you as warm as it possibly can. Okay, so the next to skin top and bottom, the Core Lightweight, or seem like really small, insignificant pieces, and they're actually the cheaper pieces on the Sitka line, but they're so important, so important. So if you're running hunting gear and you want to keep a lot of your other gear, if you will at least start with a Core Lightweight crew and bottoms underneath everything and start with that, you're going to see a dramatic difference in how warm you stay, because the moisture from your body is not getting into your insulative layers. Okay, so let's say you go the Core Lightweight top, and then you throw on some of your Under Armour. I still use my Under Armour Cold Gear 4.0, and it's down in the teens and below. I absolutely love it, so I'm not going to knock it at all. So let's say you go Core Lightweight top, you go Under Armour, you go long johns, you go whatever you got from Walmart, Bass Pro, no big deal. That's going to stay warm, or that's going to keep that dry and warm. So on top of that is your mid-layer piece. You can absolutely get away with going with just a Drake hoodie or an Under Armour hoodie or something you got from Bass Pro Shop, something that's poly or cotton. You can go with that over top of your insulation. And because it's going to stay dry because of the base layer that you have on, because of the coral lightweight, it's going to be able to work more effectively. Or if you wanted to throw over a Drake pullover or a scent lock pullover or something like that that's not windproof, as your insulative layer, as your mid layer to lock in your insulation to actively use your body heat, that's perfectly fine. The second piece that I would highly suggest that you get would be a shell. I would suggest for a whitetail hunter something like a Stratus. For a duck hunter, I would suggest something like a Dakota, a windproof shell that has DWR technology, so it's going to keep the wind out, it's going to keep the moisture out, it's going to lock in everything you have underneath. And it's really, you're going to see how not just Sitka Gear, but how a system really, really works and how to keep yourself warm and dry. So the core lightweight top, I don't have the pricing in front of me, but it's probably under $100. But like a Stratus shell or a Dakota shell, something that's windproof, a Jetstream, those are going to be more higher end, but you're going to get a lot more use out of them, and they are going to shield you from all the elements and everything you put underneath. It's really going to lock that in. So now for the lower bottom part, same thing, the core lightweight bottoms, and then put your Under Armour, put your long johns, whatever you like to wear, heck, a pair of sweatpants, whatever you want over that, and then lock that in with something. Now, if you're duck hunting and timber, you're going to have your waders on, but something you want to consider for a bottom for waterfowlers and wearing waders, the Gradient pants, that's an excellent piece. If you're hunting in a dry field, I would suggest something like the Hudson bibs. That again is a waterproof, windproof shell. Anything you wear underneath it. I have lots of friends that wear those Hudson bibs or the old school Pantanal bibs, and they'll put on their Under Armour, throw a pair of sweats on, pull those bibs on, and they're good to go. For the whitetail hunters, I would suggest something like the Stratus bibs. I know they're going to be more pricey, but whatever of your old camo you have and you want to put underneath it, those bibs are going to be windproof. They're going to have DWR technology to spray to keep the moisture out. They're going to lock in whatever you put on underneath. So just basically breaking it down, a good shell and a good next to skin piece is going to allow you to stay very, very comfortable, but it's allow you to integrate in a lot of your old camo. All right, guys, so I hope I didn't confuse you too much with all of that. I just wanted to give you a basic understanding of where to start when you're purchasing Sitka gear without feeling like you need to take all of your old camo and hunting gear and throw it all out the window. If you will start with a core next to skin Sitka piece and then a Sitka external shell and then sandwich in between all of your other gear, I think you're going to be very comfortable. You're going to be very happy, and then you can slowly build your Sitka system up if you want to, and if you don't, that's cool too. So let me know what you think of the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you let me know down in the comment section what you would do, how you've integrated some of your old gear. Make sure you hit me up over on Instagram at Field Series Review. And make sure you check out our sponsor, Dixie Falco, over at dixiefalco.com. Use promo code FSReview for 15% off. We're getting close to Christmas, but there's still time to get some good Christmas gifts for them. So, as always, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.